Hello, everybody. Welcome back to SEBA Math Lab. And today we're learning about circumference of a circle. We're going to learn about different things, like what is circumference of a circle, how to do the circumference of a circle, and what some examples, questions, and a summary. So stick around, see it for more. What is circumference? Circumference is kind of like perimeter. It's just the distance around the shape, the total distance. Like, the circumference is for circles and perimeter is for everything else. How do we do circumference of a circle? In order to do circumference of a circle, you need to follow these simple steps. There's two different ways you could do it. If you know the radius, then you can multiply the radius by 2. If you know the diameter, you can multiply the diameter by pi. Alright, guys? So what it just means, like, you can multiply the radius by 2, then multiply it by pi. Or in other words, 3.14. Alright, guys? So radius times 2 multiplied by pi. In other words, 3.14. Or if you know the diameter, then you can just do diameter times pi. 3.14. That's just what pi is, alright, guys? Here's an example. Let's say the diameter is 10, and we figure out how do we figure out the circumference? Well, we multiply the diameter 10 by pi, 3.14, which is just like this. 10 times 3.14 equals 31.4. Alright, guys, so that's how you do circumference. That's a quick example. Question time! So, right now, we're going to do some questions about circumference of a circle. So, I'll just let you guys know one fact. The radius is 4. Pause the video and give it a good try. Good job, guys. I know you guys definitely got it right. So, this is how we do it. Now that we know the radius is 4, because we know that, then we can just multiply 4 by 2. So 4 times 2 equals 8. Then now, since we know 4 times 2 is 8, we have to do 8 times pi, because that's how you do it. So 8 times pi, which is pi means 3.14, so 8 times 3.14, if I'm not mistaken, equals 25.13. That's what it is, if I'm not mistaken. So now that you guys know how to do it, you guys did the question. So let's do a summary. Today we learned about circumference of a circle. We learned about what is a circumference, which just means the total area or distance around a shape, around the circle. And we also learned about how to do circumference. If it's a diameter, then you multiply the diameter by pi. And if you know the radius, you just do radius times 2 times pi. We did a question. I showed you guys an example. And now we're on the summary. Great job, guys, for listening on. And if you made it this far, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe for more math mysteries. And as always, SEBA Math Lab, and we out.